Alright, what's up everybody? Welcome to another video on the AutoVlog YouTube channel. I'm actually starting this video right after I ended another one, and that is the review of this awesome Audi RS3 with an APR Stage 1 tune. It belongs to Nate right here. Big thanks to him for letting me review this thing. It has 542 horsepower and 500 pound-feet of torque. If you guys haven't seen the review yet, you gotta go check that out. This thing is an absolute monster from a dig. Will absolutely destroy my C63 from a standstill. But in today's video, it's gonna be kind of interesting. We're gonna take a quick little trip to Mexico, and we're gonna see how they do in a roll race. So you guys know already, Velos Design Works Stage 2 tune, about 630 horsepower crank, but it weighs a lot more. Weighs about 3950, and with my fat ass in there, another 200 pounds. This car, about 3,600 pounds. How much do you weigh, Nate?
Probably 125.
125, damn. See, he's got a weight advantage. I'm fat, he's not. Plus, he has a disgustingly fast car. This thing is nasty. Some of you probably seen the review already, some of you have not. Once again, I'm gonna tell you guys, you gotta go watch that review. But in today's video, we're gonna go meet up with our professional Stig drivers and see how they do in Mexico. There you have it, guys. That was absolutely awesome, and as expected, extremely even. Although I knew that from a dig the Audi was going to destroy the C63. They even got a jump on the Audi, but it still won. So let me know what you guys thought the outcome was going to be. Did you think it was going to be as even as it was, or did you think the AMG was going to completely win, or vice versa? Now, one question I've seen a lot from comments in the review of the RS3 is that people are confused that it could have 542 horsepower from just a stage 1 tune, but I did put it in the title of the video, and I also mentioned it in the video that the Audi was running on E85. You can run that tune on 93 as well, but I think it only, not only, but it gives you around 470 some horsepower. So it's a big jump running that tune on E85. Now the owner is planning on getting downpipes and also a new intercooler, which would of course jump the power up even more. So it'd be interesting to do a rematch at that time and see how even that would be. But that portion of today's video is effectively over, and the next portion of the video is going to be a Q&A. Now you know this if you currently follow me on Instagram, because I posted yesterday that we were going to have a Q&A in the next video. Now for those of you who don't already follow me on Instagram and you would like to, you can do so at AutoVlog for any future Q&As that we will be having. So we're actually going to go jump in the truck, go hang out a little bit, and answer all your questions. And change of plans. I did jump in the truck and record this whole Q&A, but then when I got home, got the footage off my cameras and got it on my external hard drive, it seemed to have corrupted some of the audio. So while I'm answering these questions that I was reading off my Instagram page, some of the audio was just gone, so I'm redoing it, and then we're sitting here on my back porch instead. So here we go. So mbailing1 asks, will you mod the Raptor? And yeah, we've done a couple mods to it, just, you know, minor stuff. But I definitely have some plans on doing some more things to the Raptor, and my wife completely agrees, of course. Definitely some new wheels, but I'm not in a hurry with that truck, so eventually. And C63 AMG Performance Channel asks, when are you doing a review to a C43? Now this is Scott, one of my subscribers. He has a pretty heavily tuned C43 right now, pretty fast car. So what I think we should do is take a trip to Mexico, see what's up. Max Gandy asks, what has the total price of your AMG been with all the mods? Now I did a video on this already, so I'll link it up here somewhere or down in the description for anyone that is interested in checking that video out and see what the complete cost has been for the car. Yeezan asks, is the F-150 the same one you leased, or is this new different one you bought? Yes, it's the same one we leased that I bought outright when the lease was up. And Mariah asks, why don't you drag race the F-150 and the Raptor? Yeah, pretty fun idea, I guess, but the Raptor would completely destroy the black F-150. So much faster. And Kyler asks, can you review the 2019 Ford Mustang GT500? Absolutely. As soon as it comes out and someone has one that I can review, so whether Ford Motor Company is watching it and they want to give me one to review, or a subscriber or something that buys it, that would be absolutely amazing. I'm very much anticipating that car. If you would have to choose, which would it be, the Fusion or the upgraded F-150 as a daily? Well, obviously the F-150. That's been a lot more fun to modify, so that's what I'm sticking with. Why don't you put red seat belts in the new C63 or the current C63 like you had in the old one? That's a good question. I would actually love doing that. I was thinking about it a lot in the beginning, but then it kind of, I don't know, fell off my mind, and I don't even know if people do like seatbelt modifications and stuff. I'm sure it can be done, but that would be really cool. Maldonado Texas 53 asks, how long do you think you'll keep all your vehicles? Well, the AMG, I want to keep that indefinitely. I love that car. I would love to have it forever. The black F-150, I don't really know. I mean, I have no plans on doing anything with it, you know, currently. The Raptor, it's my wife's. She keeps her cars for a long time. So, yeah, I mean, I think we're going to have all of them for a while. Now, of course, I'm planning on adding to the fleet. So it's not going to be the same old of the cars. But, yeah, currently none of them are leaving that I know of. And do you plan on doing a Spade rally? Yeah, definitely next year. I was going to do it this year too, but I was lazy when it came to registering in time, so it didn't happen. When are we going to see the old AMG? Well, I get a lot of questions about this, and I've been in contact with the owner. He's been out of the country for a long time. He's back now, but I'm going to have a very busy schedule the coming month here, so last time we spoke, we were looking at doing something in the fall, maybe September or something like that. So it's definitely happening, and I want to see it too. He lives in Florida as well, so it's not like he's just around the corner. So it's a long drive for me. Eric Strida asks, as you are a Swedish guy, did you ever own a Saab? And the answer is no. I never owned a Saab nor a Volvo, although my parents have owned both of them. But I have not. And then Andrew M. Swart asks, so I recently started a YouTube channel. I've noticed that uploading takes forever to complete. And if I must choose something, that's the only thing that annoys me about making videos. Is there anything that annoys you about making videos? Well, it annoys me when my cameras crap out on me like it did today. It's happened a couple times where, you know, all the footage you have gets corrupted or whatever. Stuff like that really annoys me, or, you know, my editing software breaks or something like that. Yeah, that's annoying because you've worked hard, you want to put everything together and get it up live on YouTube. So someone asked, will you ever buy a project car? Yes, I will. Probably not for the same reasons that most people buy project cars though, but I have some other projects in mind. Would you sell the beast for Ferrari 458? No. I don't want to trade it in or sell it. I would like to add with a 458. That'd be nice. What is your absolute dream car? Well, my absolute dream car that is, you know, somewhat attainable is a Ferrari F12 with a Novitec exhaust. There's no other car in the world that sounds better than a Ferrari F12 with a Novitec exhaust. And for someone that says, no, it's some other car, you're wrong. And I'm sorry. I mean, a Ferrari F12 with a Novitec exhaust sounds like a Formula One car. If you guys haven't heard that yet, you need to just go to YouTube it, Ferrari F12 Novitec exhaust. It is the most amazing thing ever. And with the way that auto industry and everything is going right now, I don't think we're going to see a lot of V12s in the future. You know, it's rather going to be, you know, downsizing and twin turboing and that kind of thing. So I want a naturally aspirated supercar. And the ones that I like are the 458, although it has an 8-cylinder, and the F12. So yeah, that's what I would want. Fabbe MB asks, which of your cars in your driveway is Sydney's favorite? Well, she keeps changing her mind, saying it's the black F-150, but then all of a sudden it's the Raptor. So it's one of the trucks, definitely. She's not a big fan of the AMG. When and how did you meet your wife? Asked Joseph. I actually met her online. I mentioned that before, but it seems like most people don't know that. And here we are, still together. Would you ever do a collaboration video with another YouTuber? Now, I've done several collaborations. I mean, I've hang out with Dr. M3 a lot, done collaborations with Parker, Vehicle Virgins, Mike, Street Speed 717, Troy Sowers, you know, met up with Matt, Subaru WRX fan, or Matt Moran a couple times. Not him and I haven't really done a full video together, but and you know, I've bumped into other YouTubers here and there, you know what I mean? In the beginning, I wasn't all about doing a lot of collaborations to grow my channel. I wanted to get somewhat established on my own and then start doing collaborations. But yeah, I mean, I love doing them. It's fun. Especially when you could talk to someone that does what you do, that relates to what you do. Because, you know, believe it or not, making YouTube videos full time, it's a lot of work and it can be tough sometimes. A lot of questions about the next supercar. So, I mean, yeah, I want to naturally aspirate it, as I mentioned. Another thing that might sound silly and very first world problem-ish is that a lot of YouTubers have Huracans. So I wouldn't get a Huracan, for instance, because I feel like they're a little saturated. And it's not knocking them whatsoever. I love them. They're amazing. They look very aggressive. And not that there's not 458s and F12s on YouTube, but that's what I would really, really want. Either a 458 or an F12. Why the Borla exhaust over, let's say, the Magnaflow on the F-150? Well, I just think the Borla Attack, it sounds so aggressive. And I'm sure the Magnaflow sounds really good too. But I have more experience with the Attack, and I really, really like it. It's pretty obnoxious. Do you regret quitting your job at the dealership? No. Absolutely not. That was the best decision I've ever made. And that's not, you know, disrespecting the dealership or the people that worked there or anything. It was just that at that time in my life, taking that step turned out to be the best decision I could ever make. You know, I've never been in a better place in my life. And it's just great. I love it. Do you plan on supercharging the F-150? If so, when? Yeah, I do plan on supercharging it. That would be absolutely awesome. I don't have a specific time frame for it yet. I would want a better lift kit, you know, better shocks and stuff like that before I actually supercharge the truck. But, excuse me, within a year or something like that. Did you ever think about doing a Sweden flag edition 1 style stripe on your C63? No, I've never thought about doing that. Yeah, and it probably won't happen. It's a cool touch though, but yeah, I probably won't do it. Audi R8 or Huracan? It would definitely be a Huracan. Mainly because of looks. And then Wasimov asks, 4GT or 720? If it's regarding to speed, I think the 720 would whoop the 4GT, at least in a straight line, maybe not around a track. But you know, just for the value of the cars, I'd pick a GT. And someone asked, would you consider owning a lowered street truck? And not for me. I mean, I'm not knocking anyone that likes stuff like that, but that's just not for me. I like more bigger and beefier, like higher. Tacos or burritos? Definitely tacos. Hi Mike, when you hit 1 million subscribers, are you going to buy your dream car to celebrate like Ferrari F12? Well, that's a very good idea. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. But you guys, you know, if you haven't already, you have to subscribe so I get there eventually. I'm almost at 400. I think it's 370 something. So it's a little while to go. And then Steven Rem asks, hey Mike, I love your vids. Just had one question that goes through my mind. Would you prefer buying a supercar or buying a new house and then eventually get a supercar? Well, it's a pretty good question. I get a lot of people, I guess, giving me shit for the house that I live in and, you know, the cars that we have here, and, you know, saying the cars are worth more than the house, and the cars combined are not worth more than this house. That is a fact. It all depends on where you live and, you know, the type of neighborhood and, you know, the school district and stuff like that affects, you know, house values, you know, depending on how they look and all that stuff. But regarding the house, we love our house and where we live. The size of the house is perfect. I don't really film a lot inside the house. You guys don't really see much of how it looks. But, you know, to be honest, my wife does most of the cleaning here in the house. I mean, I help out and stuff, but I'm usually just sitting editing nonstop in the couch or up in my office. And she doesn't really want this big old house either for that reason of just, there's more to clean, there's more to maintain and that kind of thing. Will we move in the future? Yes, we will. Absolutely. Now, regarding this house, what I would want to change is, of course, I would want a bigger driveway. And I would want like a 3-car garage, and that's not gonna happen in this house. So we will move eventually. I would also like maybe a little more privacy here, but other than that, we like where we live. The house is great, you know, and we're happy with it. So, you know, if I were to get like a supercar, yeah, it would be kind of hard to keep it here. There's other ways of doing that where I could store the car elsewhere. Because, you know, I wouldn't drive it as much as I drive, let's say, the truck and the AMG. I mean, it's not something that I would daily and put like 20,000 miles on per year like I do with the AMG. So hopefully that answers your question. And then we're going to do the last question here, and it comes from GA2KY_Raul sorry if I'm messing up your name there. But he asked, what's your favorite thing about America? And I think that's a pretty good question. You know, I'm Swedish, living in America now. And I mean, America, or the United States, I guess I should say, is a big country. So you can experience, you know, a lot in this country by traveling. It's very beautiful. You know, in wintertime up north, you have, you know, winter wonderland below 20, and then you can just fly to Miami or Key West, and it's tropical in the same country. And I think that's pretty rare and pretty unique. I don't know if any other country in the world has that. Travel out west, you have the Red Rock Mountains, absolutely gorgeous. You know, California is gorgeous, and so on. So there's a lot to experience in this country. And I always tell people, you know, travel, see the world and that kind of thing. But even if you just travel within this country, you can see a lot. And that's pretty amazing. I love traveling the United States. And I also like the foundation of this country, the founding fathers, you know, power to the people, lesser government, the better, that kind of thing. I love that mindset. And the United States is known to be a capitalistic country, and there's a lot of different opinions about capitalism and preconceived notions and that kind of thing. And I understand, you know, too much of anything is not good. You know, too much capitalism can lead to fascism, too much socialism can lead to communism, and we don't want that. At least I don't. So a happy medium somewhere is, you know, the best in my opinion. But if it wasn't for capitalism, you know, entrepreneurs wouldn't be, you know, around to, you know, create companies that in turn create a lot of jobs for people. So, you know, without capitalism, a country can't really run, in my opinion. So I like what kind of the United States has always stood for, you know, opportunity. Again, you want to come here, be something, create something for yourself, go for it. You know what I mean? And that kind of thing I respect. Now, a lot has changed
in the world in general, but also in the United States. I don't know, I just feel like everyone in general is kind of too sensitive nowadays. You can't say anything because someone's feelings gonna get hurt, and you know, I mean, I understand if someone's being, you know, a complete asshole, but the freedom of speech, I feel like it's not really around anymore. Because if what you say doesn't really line up with what society thinks is okay, you get vilified. And you know, that's nonsense to me. But I'm not gonna go rambling on about that for too long. This is a car channel after all. But like I said, that question was the last one for this Q&A and also this video. So I do hope you guys enjoyed it, the racing part and also the Q&A. Let me know if, you know, the Q&As is something you want to see more of. Just leave a comment down below. And if you're stopping by this channel for the first time and you haven't already, and you want to, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. Bye-bye.